Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be installing this grill. So this is the grill that I had purchased a while back. If you've been watching my videos, I mentioned that I had picked it up a while back from another SS owner that was actually putting their car back to stock. So he had it for sale for about like 400 bucks. So this is a custom grill, and I went and I picked it up. I think I got him down to like 200 bucks or something like that. But at the time I didn't realize there were some things wrong with it. Some of these vertical bars were broken, and then where the sensor would actually clip in, that part was broken too. So what I did is I reached out to Pate. He's the guy that makes these. I think his business or company name is Twisted Grills. I'll put his handle in the description, but yeah, I reached out to him and let him know what was going on with this, and sure enough, he told me, yeah, go ahead, send it in. So I sent it in and he fixed it up. He made a couple revisions, so I think he updated this to his new design, so that way the sensor will just clip in. So that's pretty nice. And you know, he fixed up some other pieces that were broken, and then he also sent this off to get painted. So this looks great. So the main reason why I want to install this is to let more air in. So the heat exchanger sits right behind this lower grill. There's this long piece of this lower grill right here that pretty much blocks some of the air to get to the heat exchanger. Hopefully with this new grill will allow for more air to hit the heat exchanger, and in return lower my intake air temperatures. So that's one thing we're going to be checking out to see if it actually does improve my intake air temperatures. So right now my intake air temperatures hover at around 20 degrees above ambient if I'm cruising down the freeway. And now for everybody it might be different, depending on your heat exchanger setup, your pump, a bunch of other stuff, but in my case that's what it hovers around. All right, so let me give you guys a close-up, and as you can see, there's the heat exchanger. It's right there. And so yeah, so hopefully with that grill, like I said, this piece is pretty much going to be gone, and you know, we should be able to see the heat exchanger a lot more and allow for more air to go into it. Yeah, so this grill right here pretty much follows the same design as the one I have already on the car. So this is for the 1415. So I didn't want to do anything crazy. You know, I could have asked them to do something unique, but I wanted to keep a similar or identical style that's already on the car, and I didn't want to have to change up this upper grill as well. All right, now to actually get this grill installed, I got to pull the bumper off, so that's gonna have to come off, and I have to be really careful because last time I pulled the bumper off, I dropped it on one side and cracked the carbon fiber lip down there. I'm actually gonna need a new one soon. The other day I was pulling out of the garage, or actually pulling out of my driveway, and I went straight out and the front end of the car bottomed out and introduced some new cracks down there. So I'm gonna have to get a new carbon fiber lip soon. All right, so once I have bumper removed, I'm gonna set it up on this table and then pull out the grill and put in the new one. That shouldn't be too bad. I just have to, I guess, push down on a couple clips to release this grill and then pop in the new one. And once the grill is installed, I'm actually gonna coat it. So I picked up the ceramic coating from Amazon. It was about like 25 bucks. It's probably not the best ceramic coating, but some coating is better than no coating. And I will say that cleaning this right here has been awesome, because this piece actually is ceramic coated. I did it whenever I did the entire car, and so whenever bugs stick to this, literally just hose it off and they come right off. And so ceramic coating, you know, the grill, in my opinion, is it's one of the best things you could do, and it makes it so much easier to clean. So I am going to be coating this. All right, so let me go ahead and get to it. Yeah, so the bumper's off. have it sitting up here on this table. But like I said, I should be able just to push down on these tabs, disconnect the sensors down here, put in the new grill, and then pop in the sensors. Now, one thing I was told is that with the grill that I'm gonna be installing, I might run into some clearing issues with this crash bar. So just FYI guys, if you're running like an aftermarket crash bar, this one I bought it from, I think it was Turbo Joe. I hit him up on Facebook. I told him that I needed a crash bar for a Chevy SS, and he fabricated this and sent this over to me. So from what I was told, that I could potentially run into some clearance issues, especially because I guess this just sits too far out. So if you're running this crash bar, just heads up. Some people completely remove it and they run it without a crash bar. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I mean, obviously for the time being, I am gonna remove it. But if I'm able to put it on with the crash bar, I'll let you guys know. But more than likely seems like this is gonna have to get removed. So that way the grill sits in here properly. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so let's start off first by removing the parking sensor, I believe. Okay, got this out. I do the same thing on the other side. Cool, got the sensors out. All right, so to push down on these tabs and get this lower grill detached from the bumper, I'm gonna be using, I guess, some trim removal tools. It's definitely come in handy quite a bit, so I think something like this is what I'm gonna use. All right, so to remove this lower grill, I actually thought we had to push down on these tabs over here, but no. Seems like the ones that we need to pull up on are these right here. Okay, or this other one back here, I believe this is for like the chrome trim, or if you have the black trim that goes around the grill. Yeah, just sticking this in here, twisting it, which will unclip this. So I'm gonna continue doing that all the way around. All right, so here's a side-by-side comparison. So this is the one I just took off, and here is the Pate grill. So as you can see, this piece is pretty much removed here, allowing for more air to go through. Installing the new grill should be pretty straightforward. Just reverse the process. Let's look at the back. Yeah, everything's pretty much the same, guys. All right, just double check, make sure it's clipped in all the way around. All right, so unfortunately for this grill, doesn't have the actual openings to clip this in down here. I believe maybe they were shaved off or something, but not a big deal. I'm just gonna have to make sure that this wire doesn't move around. I'll probably zip tie it or something. All right, so I just ended up using some zip ties. So let me show you how it looks from up front. Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. I like that. Ah, I forgot the sensors. Let me go ahead and put those in. So these should pretty much clip in just like normal. Perfect. Good. So like I had said, I'm gonna have to remove the Crash bar, I'm not even gonna test it because I already know it's not gonna fit. This grill sits in a little bit deeper than the stock one, and even with the stock grill, like, it was close, like it barely fit. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it, and if I figure out something later on, then I'll let you guys know. All right, so let me go ahead and just put the bumper back on. All right, so the bumper's back on, grill's back on. I'm just gonna finish wrapping up, you know, bolting everything up. And then tomorrow I'll continue doing everything else that I was gonna do with ceramic coating the lower grill. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for today. So this weekend, I'll get to take the car out and we'll put some miles on it, drive the car, and see if with the new grill, if that has any impact on my intake air temperatures. I'm hoping it does. It's probably not gonna help too much, but you know, if it drops it by like 5 degrees or something like that, that's better than nothing. So stay tuned for that.